They look like it's like three lads in the bottom of a Ford Fiesta.
You ever get told off? You know, like the head's going to call the next one into the room and that.
You know, and everyone's got the pictures. Our lads have got the pictures. But we've only got the Fiesta. It's in the back of the Fiesta, isn't it?
Black about mini, isn't it?
It is,
It's totally.
Oh, we're used to.
I don't know how we're going to get up. Like.
That's all right. Just wedge yourselves in.
Let's take the couch.
Rory, I feel really bad. You look uncomfortable there. Like,
No,
put your feet up on
I'm
Gordon or
alright.
something.
I'm alright. I've got my arm up here, so I feel
think
like
the problem
I've
is
got a bit more
'cause-
space.
yeah,
Definitely go lower, but like,
You're the tallest, aren't you, Rory? How tall are you? You're 6'1".
6'1".
Oh, I was gonna guess
When we
6'1".
edit it, what we could do is like, you know, Bohemian Rhapsody, when you've got them in the sort of the heads, 3 heads and the thing. We just do that instead. So don't worry about it. Sit whichever way you want. We'll cut it up.
them around.
Mosaic.
Mosaic them around.
it does go from height, like, the tallest to shortest.
It does actually, aye.
I think it works sort of. Right?
Yeah. Shortest on the end.
Should be shortest in the middle.
Yeah, I'm not getting in the middle.
Ah,
I'll
think
be
you
honest.
know that,
I know.
I think you got the hardest job because you got to hold that mic. So
Yeah,
it's kind of
yeah.
because it's one of
You
them
can't
things
sit
you
still
don't know
either.
what to do with the thing.
It's going to be hitting
Is
you.
it hard to sit still? Is it?
Aye, can't
Yeah.
sit still. Tourette's debate.
Tourette's debates.
Class. All right, boys.
Big
How's
Mark
things?
Afro
All
on a
right?
t-shirt, isn't it?
You haven't started prepping yet.
I was going to ask that. It's Monday.
Well, yeah, we were gonna. We thought, we'll just come. We don't want to get. We don't want to get gravy all over ourselves or something.
I
Yeah,
quite like that though. Like,
Gravy all over the white
gravy
top.
and like
No,
Just
it's
come straight.
covered in
in.
flour and crust.
we can't be doing that. We need to look presentable.
We'll be stinking your room out with pies and fried gravy.
Stinking them into
Yeah,
onions.
it's nice though. It's a nice smell though.
Do you get sick? Do you get sick of the smell?
No.
Yes.
Do you really?
Yeah, definitely.
Do you?
Oh, it lingers on you like.
Which bit of it?
All of it.
Why when you go home and like, we're gonna go home. My wife's like, oh, you stink of mince and onion. Do you know what I mean? It's not a good.
It is the worst.
do you know what I mean? It's
Because
not.
minced onion has a sort of BO smell, doesn't it?
Aye, well, it's
That was at
definitely got
school.
BO.
Smells
Go
like
home for school dinner. So, my granddad made minced onion for school dinner, and I go back to school reeking of sweat.
I think when you cook pork, it smells like my nana's kitchen. You know, like you kind of, it's got
Aye.
that. It just smells of steamed pork all the time. Like,
Aye.
Well, I used to associate the smell of mince and dumplings with me nana and my grandma.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
now I just associate it with work. I got home, my gym bag stinks of just
It
mince.
does, aye.
Anything I put in that gym bag I stink of mince when I go to the gym.
What's like
Have you got any mince in there? Or is it just like,
No, just mince.
a bag of
pull out a
mince?
dumpling and that?
It's just me.
Hold on a minute.
Couple of dumplings in the
Chips
side
on.
bag and that.
And so there's one of them camelback bags got mince in. And just kind of
That's gravy.
Just gravy.
in a
Yeah. Shall I run gravy?
gravy backpack.
Totally.
Keep
Get
it
in.
warm, wouldn't
A year ago, would you have felt the same way? Would you have lost your nostalgia for mince and dumplings?
Oh no.
Working in the kitchen.
I
and
love
doing
mince
it
and dumplings,
every
yeah.
all the time.
Yeah.
It's made you kind of go, sick of that now. You still love it?
No.
Do you not?
I love it.
That's a
I
travesty, that, like.
taste it, love it. Just the smell of it, like.
Yeah. But sometimes,
Me
like,
too.
obviously, we'd serve that many. There's on a rare occasion we'd just think, oh, you know what it is? We'll just fancy a portion and we'll have it and we'll all just agree. It's like, it's good. It's really, really
I brought
good.
my last one home the other day from work. I had a little bit of leftovers. And
Yeah.
banging that.
When
Banging.
you're just serving it all the time, you just kind of like, you'd get a bit numb to it. But then when you do have it, you're like, oh, it's just belt of this.
I think that's mad though to think it's almost, where we at? Almost exactly a year since you opened.
Yeah.
And you had all that trepidation of that first week of the winter, of not knowing how much to prep, what to do. It was a completely new offer. And even the menu hadn't evolved, had it really? You just had you had your sort of skeleton of what the menu was going to be. Has it completely blew you away where it's got to in the space of time that where it was from the beginning to where it is now?
Without a doubt,
How quickly that's been.
Without a doubt, it's like you can't believe it really. It's gone from like, it was crazy because it was like I was on holiday for 2 weeks and I come back and then it was like bang, we're opening, and then it was just whirlwind since then. And it was gone from like, we did a few portions, but then we were even talking about it this morning. We were like, oh yeah, we used to come in and we used to do like a few hundred portions on a week, and then we used to be like, whoa, that is like, we're really busy. But now it's like double that daily. So it's crazy.
You've got to be flexible though, haven't you? Because when you start, it's like, when do you open? When do you close? You got to
Yeah.
adapt to what people want as well, haven't you? And like like footfall and all that kind of stuff.
Well, there was idea. I think the idea was that we were going to be open quite late as well, but it was
Yeah,
like
wasn't it?
first
Like
couple of
9 o'clock,
weeks.
wasn't it?
First couple of weeks, we found out our clientele. It was like
During the day, wasn't it?
during the day, big
Lunchtime and that.
daytime, lunchtime trade. So as soon as that just cemented our hours really.
Was there pressure on menu as well? Because I know you kind of keep coming up with new pies and seasonal stuff as well. Is that going through your heads all the time? Are you like sitting around like this, going, right, what should we do? You know?
Well, yeah, no, there is an element of that. We're basically, for example, like it's all the crack. It's all local, so we've got like we tapped into farmers and stuff like that. So we get like, for example, the lamb comes in fortnightly, and then it's like, right, what we're gonna do with this lamb, and then sort of get our heads together, and it's either like curry or something like that. But
It's good to have the traditional ones on as well, though. So like the lamb mince potato pie.
Well, you ever in doubt
one,
though?
right?
No, like it's so familiar to us, the type of food.
yeah,
And like nobody'd really tried it
definitely,
because
yeah.
it was so familiar to everybody. Like, you know, going back to our own kitchens and that. So when you first opened the door, you're a bit like, this could either like fall flat on its face or fly.
100%. I was like, I don't know about these, but I was the same. I was like, oh, I didn't know a takeaway sort of doing like mince and dumplings and pies and stuff. I was definitely a bit dubious, but I mean, I'm not now.
What were you curious about though? Do you think it's because people are so personal about those sort of things?
Oh, there is.
Like, how many times we argued like panacoli recipes and that?
but
People
it's
come in
like-
and go, that's not like me grandma's.
Yeah.
But
I would say every difference, everyone's nanas, everyone's parents or anything, they've always got like different recipes on doing the panac, different recipes on doing mince and dumplings. Majority of people know how to make mince and dumplings, so didn't know how well it would have done. But people kind of get enough like.
You kind of take it off.
You kind of take it off
You
and
take it off and people
Like
come.
mutiny.
It is.
I like it.
It is. It's mental, man.
When we first opened, it didn't actually sell straight away. So we were actually going to take it off the menu, but then obviously we've never took it off. We can't take it
And when
off.
you do,
No, you can't. It's just one of those things. If it's gone, leave it alone.
Aye.
You know what I mean? Because it's
Even on
not
the height
you.
of
It's
summer.
the customers that you're catering for,
Yeah,
isn't
yeah,
it? Really?
yeah.
Because you might go, oh, I've done it before. I've had that before. We've seen it a million times. Other people just might like it. It's one of those things you got to go with what people are asking for.
It's
as well.
like you say, like the menus obviously it's changed since day one, and now we've seen kind of what people want. So that's like we're catering to the
laying in.
We're giving the customers what they want.
Right.
I mean, a lot of the time they want what we don't have on the menu, but you know,
what we're sold out on.
the
good,
fillings,
wasn't it?
like the
Yeah.
fillings, like we'll have a filling on, it'll be gone in 2 days.
Yeah.
Oh, when you're getting that back on, and we're like, we want to try and put something else on, you know. So it's, but yeah, we're just giving people what they want, really.
I think it's nervous because of the fact that how much do people value the pie? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's one of those things. If done right, I mean, it's bang on, isn't it? Plus yours are massive as well.
The ultimate
that's
street
thing.
food, I think, like a pie.
But it is. But it's like going, people just go, oh, it's a pie. No, but you make it bigger. The filling, it's the filling and how much you put in. That's the secret, isn't it? I mean, everyone's nodding here because we all agree. It's how much in. There's no more disappointing. You cut a pie,
you need
and you
filling
got
in.
3 inches of air. I mean, what's
Yeah.
the point in that? So it's like making sure that is just full to the brim. But that must take a while to kind of perfect the technique so it doesn't disappear as well. So, I mean, how were you practicing beforehand? Like months or what?
Little bit. I've always sort of, I don't know, it's funny because I've worked in the restaurants and stuff, so it's like you sort of adapting some recipes that you have in the restaurants and then you sort of put them in pies and stuff, do you know what I mean? Like that's sort of the way it sort of works for me,
So
really.
how Sunday dinner and a pie or something like that.
Well,
So
you could go as
what's the
far as
best
doing
price?
that, yeah.
I think you can stick majority of things in a pie though, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You can adapt anything to stick in a pie, I think. Like,
Yeah.
it's like a life of
Aye, full curry and a pie.
Well,
we've done it,
I've done it.
done it like
chicken tikka masala
biryani
pie.
one.
Biryani,
Yeah,
put a chicken curry pie, that was a good one.
Yeah.
I think it's like when we're making the mixes. Obviously, we're looking at the mix and say, right, this has got to be thinner, this has got to be thicker. So, like you say, obviously about the right filling in each pie. So we'll work out what that's going to be like in advance.
That's the thing, because outside the pie and then there's inside the pie. There's two different things in it.
Yeah.
Does that stay in the pie?
Yes.
Does it kind of leak out?
Yeah.
Because it's
That's
about
it,
that, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's leakage in the pie, isn't it?
Boil
it's
out,
kind of
that's
mixed
the
up.
ratio.
That's the
Yeah.
ratios.
Ratios of like wet
just-
and
that's-
dry.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
That's just having about like the right texture in the pie as well. So if it's a little bit too loose, your pie mix, and that's when it's going to boil out.
Yeah.
It needs to be the right
Then if it
texture.
boils out, it
And it
causes you any amount of bother trying to get them out of the foils.
Especially when you're doing about 300.
That on match days, it's no good. Like,
You're in a world of hurt, like.
Definitely are like.
It's going to come back at you, isn't it?
It does, like. PTSD of it.
What's that? The
Match days, man. On it.
Thickness of the pie and all. Do you know what I mean? Thickness of the crust.
Yeah.
Because you don't want that coming out your head, do you?
I don't mind it.
What,
sometimes
pie
I still like a bit of thick crust, like the
Aye,
to work the mash around.
It's getting the balance. I always remember, it's like, because we talk about the Peters days.
Yeah.
It's like that Peters mince pie was always around, right? But the bottom was always quite soft and had that crispy top, and then just enough on the trimming edges so you can break it off. And then that's your little crumble, that's your little crust.
Yeah.
But the bottom, just the softness, and when it breaks apart, all of it just oozes out. But it was always thick, dark, rich gravy. Do you know what I mean? Inside that. And I still remember it now because of how nice it was and how good it was.
Yeah.
But it's that you remember how good it is. Yeah, and there's no worse than like opening it. And it's like, hang on, where's my pie?
Where's my filling gone?
That sort of thin layer of mince across the bottom.
With thin layer mince. And what about gristle and all? Have you had a bit of gristle in a steak pie before?
I don't mind it.
Oh, you can't have, you can it? It ruins your day. It ruins
ruin
your
your day,
whole
like,
meal.
wouldn't ruin
If
your
you
day.
eat gristle in a pie. So it's that.
It's too chewy.
Right, well, that's the thing. If you're making, right, you're making a chicken
It's like an
curry.
Easter egg.
Right, you're making Easter egg.
Didn't expect that.
I just send you all the
texture.
Send you all the
Easter eggs, yeah, baby, next time.
If you ever do like a broken pie shop, let us know.
all them chicken bones there. That's Chris's pile. Do you know what I mean? Just scrape it up for you.
Can I have bones for our stock?
we've been getting trolled on Facebook if we're putting gristle in pies.
Oh my word! I'll troll you myself. My word.
The world's about that.
What for that? But there's no worse. It does ruin your day, doesn't it?
No, that's what it said.
Really? How
ruin
the
my day,
hell
right?
does it not ruin your day? A bit of gristle in a pie. I've had people
I don't
pushing
know. I
food
can't
over here.
explain.
Like I can't eat the rest of this because of that gristle. It just ruined that meal completely. So you just like
How far do you want me to go?
you're like a food hoover.
Right. Dyson.
Dustbin.
So do you know that lass who does the pet food when she goes into the market?
Oh, well, where we're starting here.
Well, she often has like knees and knuckles and that.
No, but that's for
And
dogs.
they look like giant pork scratchings.
Oh, right,
I know,
okay.
But I always say they look appetizing. And if I ever eat chicken or chicken wings or whatever, I'll still like nibble the gnarly bits off the end.
No, you kind
Don't
of
leave it alone like
off
that.
the bone, and then
Aye.
it's picking something out your mouth. It's the same with right. I've got a problem with like you put shells in food, right? I don't want you picking shells out of
Honestly,
food.
He talks about this all the
I know
time.
because it's annoying. Put I just want everything in there. I
Like
want
for
everything
example,
in there.
like
I don't
Moul's
have to take
Fritz,
out.
like Moul's Fritz or something like that.
I just want those
yeah.
muscles pulled over the top of chips, like
You
right
wouldn't.
in the shell.
If you're
Out
eating
the
mussels,
shell.
you're eating the mussels, and then it's like like pistachios. That's what that is. With mussels, you're eating it out the shell, and then you're ditching the shell. So you're doing that, but putting shells over the top of pasta. Do you know what I'm like? What's
right.
this? Put like crab's legs and all that. I've got to take it. I've got to take it off to get underneath it to eat the thing. Then I've got to open that up, and then put up. I'm doing all the work.
It's not like the theatre,
Yeah.
and they're sort of.
Yeah.
I like your
Messing
thing
about
of
with
if
that.
you slice something up at the side and then you had to put it on, give us it on the side because I'm like, right, you're going to need a side plate, you're going to need an extra bowl, you're going to need something to mop your hands up. Do you know what I mean? It's like
Messy affair, like.
it's a messy affair,
messy
but
affair.
you're right. But yeah, it's one of those. I'm like, nah, I can't be doing that. It's too much effort.
It's like if you run out and you have lobster or something, you've got to de-shell it. You get messy.
But that's
What's
it.
about, like, all that?
But when you go on lobster, you know what's coming in the shell, right? But not when you go, can I have that? And then just like, it's on top of the food. The shells are on top of the thing you want to eat underneath it. I've got to dig under. I've got to take things off, That's no good, man. It's no good.
Have you ever done a seafood pie?
I
did.
Did you?
We
What
did.
was it?
It was smoked haddock, mussels, leeks,
Without the shells.
and
The shells, aye.
The shells
They
make
dressed
sense.
the outer of the
Yeah.
pie with shells.
It's a thought.
PVA glue.
The pie is the shell.
Aye.
Comes with an appointment at the dentist tomorrow morning.
it was
probably ate the shell,
with a potato top. That was quite a nice one.
It was nice, huh?
But I don't know. They don't sell as well as the
Yeah,
meat. Do you know what I
Definitely
mean?
not.
Fish pie, aye. Seafood pie and fish pie.
Yeah.
I've had a decent fish pie before, and I think that's that smoky. If you put a bit of smoked haddock
I
in or something
think-
like
Aye,
that,
it gives a lovely
Definitely.
flavour to the
adds a
sauce.
little bit of something.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's the salt in there as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
The smoke.
Yeah.
Aye. Don't mind a fish
It's just
pie.
something about it. It's your brain. I often go to Latimer's.
Yeah, it's
Mhm.
good.
They do
Latimer's,
smoked
aye.
haddock pasties. And for some reason, my brain just kind of goes, pasty. That doesn't work. But I've tried one. It's amazing.
Yeah, they're good.
I think you just grow up with such a savoury, meat-based or cheese-based or whatever assumption around pastry. To start chucking haddock in just flips your brain a bit.
But I think that would work because you've got it's obviously going to be like a creamy thing, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? with a mash or a cheese and a haddock, I think that would work inside the pasty. Yeah, you know,
It's to be like product development sessions.
I've not done fish cake before as well.
I would do fish cake.
Like a large fish cake.
Yeah.
Fresh tartar sauce.
Mushy
It was like
peas.
it was a tartar. It was a sauce, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's it. It's not. We are obviously well known for the pies, but we do try and do other bits as well. But it's
the fish cake sort of pie adjacent, isn't it? It's a thing wrapping a thing on top of it.
That's cased in something.
Yeah, I love a good fish cake.
So no, it's good.
So do us a favour, right? This is the naff question. Tell us the story of how you first got approached, then how this team came together.
Oh, right. That's a funny story.
Everybody will be interested in knowing how proper happened.
This one.
Did you start out with 3 whiskies at a bar or something?
Nah. So it was like, a couple of years. What was it? 2023 was it? We got made redundant from By the River Brew Co. So, and then we finished there, and then it was sort of like, we were just trying to find the next sort of job, really, the year after. Couldn't really find, like, the perfect match. So it was just working here and there, just trying to find it, basically. And then all of a sudden, Terry Laybourne got in touch with me dad. My dad's a chef as well. So then he got in touch with me dad to say, Si wants to speak with Rory. Can you sort of give us Rory's number, put us in touch? And then, basically, my dad gives him, and he's phoned me up. He's like, right, Terry wants to speak to you, Si wants to speak to you. And I was like, right, no bother. So then, I phoned Terry up, and Terry was like, right, I heard you're available. Si's doing this thing in Sunderland. And then I says, Terry, what is it? And he's like, I don't know, to be honest. I don't know.
I can actually hear Terry's voice.
He said, I don't really know. And he said, but it's like he's approaching it with loads of enthusiasm like he normally does. But he said, if you're interested, I'll put you in touch. And I said, no bother. Give me your number. And then I was saying, I was telling this story because it was kind of a funny one. It's like I was walking the dog, and then I just got the message off Si. All right, Rory, it's Si King. Can we have a chat? And then I was just walking the dog, and then phone call, Si, and was like, all right, mucker, how's it going? Do you want to, I've got this thing in Scotland and Sunderland, would you come for a chat? And I was like, yeah, no bother. And then met him through Newcastle, had a coffee and that, and then it was like, we would just hit off talking about food, sort of what he wanted to do. How I work, sort of thing. And he sort of said, like, do you know anybody? And then I knew these.
I was going to say, did you all been together, track all?
So worked with each other for a while. And then I said, I know some people who'll be interested. And then he's like, right, well, what I want to do is I want to maybe come to mine, and then we'll cook some food, and then we'll see if we're like sort of compatible with each other, if we work with each other. And I was like, no bother. And then the week after, it was like in his house, I was cooking mince and dumplings and stuff like that. It's kind of mad, just me, Si, and Artie's dog.
Artie the dog, the tester, like, was he?
No, the testers was Rick. Rick was coming down from the sheepfolds. He was coming, and and we did it on the night. Tried the food, and then he was like, right, mugger, we're going to do it. And I was like, I'm in. And then I got in touch with these, and then they come down, had a look, and it was kind of mental because it was like this stable, and it was like, these are the plans, and there was just nothing in it. It was like, and it was tiny, and I was thinking, my God, this is tiny. So then we basically sorted it out, and then it was like, because I had this holiday booked, and I said, Si, I would want the job, obviously, but then I've my own holiday for 2 weeks because it was already booked. I was going to America, and then he was like, no bother, we'll just do it when they come back. So then I was away for 2 weeks, and I was regularly giving him a text saying, "Oh, updates." And then Adam, who works in sheepfolds as well, because I know him, I was like, "Adam, when you walk past, will you just take a photo and sort of see how far we're on?" And then it was like there's just nothing had been done.
There was nothing happening for weeks. Was there?
Nothing
Like
at all. Nothing at all. And I think we were opening on the 16th or the 18th. I can't actually remember the exact date. I think I was back on the 14th or 15th or something like that. And then I come back and the kitchen still just wasn't in. So then, but it was mental because then within a couple of days, bang, it was in. But then we were like opening on the 18th, and the kitchen was literally just getting commissioned 17th or whenever it was.
I remember Si ringing me on the 17th on the night time going, "Can you get us a potato ricer from anywhere?"
Well, that was it. So yeah, and then it was like sourcing all the equipment and stuff like that. It was like, so I went, because the track hall had obviously shut, so I got in touch with Rob Cameron, and I said, "Oh, have you got all the kit there and stuff still?" And he's like, "Well, yeah, it's all there." And then so I went and it was all the trays, pans, and all that sort of
ransacked.
stuff. Ransacked. Obviously paid him for it. Brought it all back, and then it was just a bit of a whirlwind. So it was like the stuff all got delivered, and then we were opening the day after. Mm-hmm. But you've got all these pie mixes and braisers to do and stuff like that. And then we were open. I can't remember what time we opened. I think we opened from 11 or 12.
I
think we got open.
We got open.
Aye, because I remember looking at these two, and these was like, if you pull this off, like, if we get open, then
do out.
We wouldn't do out, and we did. We got open. So and then that was it. That's it. The rest history.
Start with the more stressful situation.
I remember the day before
walking around big building. That, do you know what I mean?
Remember like the day before though, like we got our first meat delivery. It was like must have been about over 100 kilos worth of meat here, braisers to do, chicken to make, like olive dishes to make, and Si comes. ITV news are coming in about an hour as well.
That's what we're going to TV as well.
That's the last
we
thing.
haven't done a shred of prep yet, and ITV news was there.
We're waiting on deliveries coming in, and obviously the reporters are outside. Right, are you ready to have a chat and that?
Got a job to do.
We're waiting for the bloody where's the veg, man? We need the veg and the meat. Where is it?
Mental, even like so obviously the prep day, that was a long day, long out day, and then we didn't even have a KP. Si was washing pots and that, it was mad. And then we got a KP. And he was a belter, like he was good. He was a character. And then I was opened, ITV come, and then it was just a mental couple of days.
Just all at once, wasn't it?
All at once. Did we not have a match that week as well?
I'm sure we did.
So then Christmas was cancelled. Like for us, it was like we had Christmas Day off, but then it just got crazy. Like the amount of people that were coming to try the stuff was like. It was mental. Then I think you did your
market, didn't
I was just about to say you did one of your first local heroes market.
That was busiest
and that was
one.
the busiest day we'd ever had.
It was the very first one.
At the time,
it was just mental.
It was chaos.
Yeah.
It was absolute chaos.
You look outside in the queue, look outside our hatch, and the queue's all the way to Ember, and I was going, oh my God.
We remember standing there in the arch, just going, shit. Like those people just abandoning cars on the side of the road.
I was mental.
It was like Dawn of the Dead. There was just people running towards the
walking down the middle of the road, going, hang on. Yeah, didn't know what to expect.
I think we had we ran out of mash, so we had to make more. So we said, "Oh look, 40 minutes. You're gonna have to wait," and people just stood in the queue for 40 minutes.
Yeah,
just
still standing around for it.
Yeah,
still happens now. Still happens now.
It's always a pressure. You don't want to disappoint people.
No,
it's customer service at the end of the day, innit? Do you know what I mean? And letting people down is what nobody wants. And so that's the pressure, isn't it?
Were you 80%, 90%, or 100% confident when you first opened the doors? Because what I'm really interested in, right, is because you all work together. Like the last menu that you cooked in Trackhall together versus opening the doors of PROPA, and just how different the experience was.
Yeah.
The massive.
What were you doing?
Well, I think for me it was like, because I was definitely dubious, because I was like that year when I'd left Trackhall, I was looking for restaurants and stuff. You know what I mean, to work in. And then the year where you're sort of seeing yourselves now, there's loads of restaurants closing, and there's a lot of time where the restaurants are really quiet. So it was like. Then this was a takeaway, so I was a bit like,
opposite ends, isn't it?
I did an axe.
Is that how it felt? You did like a total takeaway.
Well, it is, but then it felt like you know, am I like sort of lessening what I do by doing a takeaway sort of thing? That was in my head at the start. But then I thought, well, it's probably not. It's me that's got to change, sort of thing, really. Like, you see the restaurants shutting, so why can't we do restaurant-style food in a takeaway carton, sort of thing?
It's adapting to the surroundings and the times as well. I mean, everybody has to adapt, you know. I mean, we adapt all the time, and that's the way you do it. But that's the aspirational thing from when you were year high to go, I always want to do that. But when you get there, the time changes. So what do you do?
Exactly.
It's a big kick, in it, because you train for something.
Definitely,
and your head's in that space. And to go, we're going to do this. There is a doubt thing in there.
Oh, 100%.
You know? And it must be quite hard to get your head around that. But I suppose just doing it helps you move forward through it.
Yeah, no.
That makes sense.
No, definitely. Yeah. So, it's to say, it's gone all right since I've done it. And I'm not looking back now, do you know what I mean? I'm thinking, do I want to be in a restaurant? Like, I look at restaurants, I'm just thinking, well, like, I finish here and I'm at home, do you know what I mean? Seeing the wife and the band on the night, so, like,
100%.
Great, it's perfect hours, do you know what I mean?
Better hours, earlier finishes.
Yeah.
Has it been hard to break that, though? Because you've been working a certain way. We talked about this just a couple of weeks ago, didn't we? Like, you've been working that way for however long you've been chefs.
Yeah.
Late nights and split shifts and all that. Even though it's better, was there still like a resistance in you going, it's not quite right this, or was it just straight in, this is great?
Straight
in. Home
in.
at 6 o'clock.
It's probably a little bit alien at the start, like finishing that early, having the night essentially to yourself, do you know what I mean? It's when with your partner all day, whatever. So there was definitely a big change, like, but it's late for, like.
Definitely for the better.
Definitely better, like.
Because it is as well, like, as I say, the restaurants, like, I love working in restaurants. There's now finer than when you're on service and cooking, it's unreal.
Rattling the pans.
With your mates, it's really good crack.
Good adrenaline.
But you see now, it's a struggle because people haven't got the money to go out and spend. You can't just nip out in the midweek and just spend £90 on it, like, for you and your partner or whatever. So the restaurants aren't that busy.
Yeah.
Someone's
talking about that one.
Yeah, I was saying, like, the ones up there are doing all right, and the ones right down there doing okay. The ones right in the middle that's struggling, because nobody's going to spend 70, 80, 90, 100 quid
in a midweek
anymore.
Because you encourage people, if you're going to start a business, just set a food truck up. It's probably the best start, isn't it, really? Because you're in more control, and then you can move around, you're more agile, and then you sell what you make. Do you know what I mean? And that kind of thing. It's overheads. That's all it is, isn't it? It's overheads. But now you've got a brand as well. That's different. Brand. You've got T-shirts on. You've got branded up. That's a different lane as well. So how are you finding the brand? Are you thinking more that way inclined with the brand as well?
Oh, I like what Size talked about. You know, he wants proper everything. Do you know what I mean? Because it is like the way that the logo is. It's like proper stamp of approval. So he wants to do all sorts of stuff, really. Yeah.
Well, it kind of works. It travels across everything.
Does it?
So
it's like, you know, because it does. It's a mint name because you see people, they're like eating, mint that, it's proper. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? And
see it on social media. It's a proper pie,
proper lush, proper
good lad. Proper good lad.
That's the thing. It's in the vernacular around here.
It is
in the northeast. So, but it is. It's different, especially when you're branding something. But it's like you become the brand.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So it's sort of what's next. So what do you think's next for PROPA? Are you just cracking on doing the same thing, or what you doing? Because I saw you out and about for the first time, aren't you? You kind of were doing some kind of shows on Instagram. I saw you were like serving some event or something.
You were doing a barber.
We were at barber. We did a little collab. I think it was something to do with they were launching some
new brand. It's changing in the season.
Autumn winter collection, I think it was.
That you was walking around with wax aprons from now on.
We were saying all that.
So I'm going to go in just a t-shirt on, like in a barber
I'm sweating this. I can't wear it.
I'm freezing now.
Have you got any jackets out there?
We didn't get any jackets, but now we do out and about, really. But this is the main main spot.
Have you done that a few times? Because that's the first time I've actually seen it. You know what I mean?
We did Instagram, one at Donzoco, the brewery. We did the beer for us. We've done that one. We've done barber. Where else? I think that's it, to be honest.
That's 2 for now.
2 for now, yeah.
One of the weekend.
Oh, we've got the
Big one.
Ad Geffen at the weekend. That's
Right,
giving
okay.
us sleepless nights.
So is that like a stress as well? It kind of change, like taking you out and doing that. Obviously, you got to prep it before you take it. Is that
Just different variables all the
Aye,
time.
lots of
You're
like
gonna arrive
logistics
somewhere and
about
go,
it.
hold on a minute.
Aye, where do I put
Yeah.
I don't
this?
have
Just
what I need.
like we've had to crew up. Like
Yeah.
we've had to get more staff. Past few weeks, to be honest. So
Yeah.
like we've employed more staff because I'm out and about doing all sorts of stuff now. So it's like this Ad Geffen thing, for example. It's could take me out all week. That's I think we're gonna do 1,500 pies at Ad Geffen plus
Yeah.
being open here at the same time for a match day. It's mental.
Home game as well.
Home game, man.
Oh, really?
Home game.
So are you staying? How are you managing that then? What are you doing then?
So
Just checking
gonna
Tom's
split-
eyes.
split-
It's
We're
like,
still working that one out. Still working that one out.
So
Under construction.
I basically
TBC.
Chris put us in contact with the college, Sunderland
Yeah.
College, so we're doing a bit of like a little collab sort of thing. I'm making all the gear down there because they've got quite a bit of space.
Right,
Something
okay.
we don't
Have you
have.
seen that?
Yeah.
Kish is great, like, isn't it?
Aye.
Oh,
I've seen it.
Massive.
Yes.
So I am at the college all week,
Mhm.
and then basically we've made all the mixes sort of. We've got to finish them today, but then gonna make all the pies and do that down there. Then travel them up to Ad Geffen.
Aye, it's just stressing it.
While having a match on the Saturday.
Yeah.
Aye, that's it. Because you can't not do that as well.
I know, because obviously we need to keep this place open as well, because obviously we're quite busy as well.
Yeah.
So we need to like try and learn, like, get all the logistics of trying to do a function outside as well as.
Oh, it's going to be
that.
horrible.
Well,
like.
it's the only way to do it though, isn't it?
It's
Like,
just-
you've got to
it's
like
logistics, innit?
stretch an elastic band and seeing how far it's going to go till it stops, and hopefully it doesn't.
We
It
are.
won't. You'll just find solutions, won't you?
Well, that's it, isn't it? That's
But I think
that's
the
what
good
we're
thing
getting paid for.
The good thing about us is obviously, I know Rory mentioned about like working in restaurants. We've obviously all worked in mass catering as well, so like
That must
we
be
know
good.
a bit about this. So if like, oh right, we've got 500 portions here, 600 portions that, right? We need to do an outside function in a field. We know, like, what
We've
we're
done
doing.
it before.
We've done it
do you know what
before.
I mean?
That
So
would make you like
no.
the best team in the North East. It's
I
not, but
think
seriously,
so,
it's
yeah.
loads of
Yeah,
restaurants
yeah.
though.
Adaptable,
Like where they
aye.
don't, you get great chefs, but they don't have scalability. They wouldn't
Yeah,
understand
yeah.
how to take it from
Yeah.
a normal service to hundreds to thousands of something.
Yeah, that's it.
Which is why I think we work so well as a team. Well, me and Tom's done mass catering before. Rory's done a little bit of it as well. Then learned all the fine dining restaurant, nice restaurant stuff from Rory when I started to go work with him. So we're a pretty well-rounded team, I would like to say. Been working together for
the
years.
deck of chef, the chef world that you call me separate.
And deck and deck.
And deck and deck.
You can just
I'm
spot
on
the
the- I'm on
hand
the
around
right-
eye just now
I'm
and
not
again.
sitting on the
Whose
right
hand
side.
is it?
Whose arms today?
Deck and deck.
Oh man, fantastic.
It is. It's
It
adapting, isn't it? But you've got. I think for me, you've got to be in the trenches. You've got to have been in the trenches together to figure that out.
We've been there a couple of times now.
Well, that's the thing. But you know your pressure points, and you know your skill sets, and you know. But also, if one's dropping one, then somebody else can pick up the pieces. It's plate spinning all the time, isn't it?
Definitely.
Oh, we've been in the trenches like.
But how,
More times than we like to admit.
pre-track all, like how long have you actually worked together? Like what's your individual roots? Like I know more about you, Rory, because I know Terry and but I've only met you guys over the last couple of years. You know, got our heaven connection.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So what was your route into food, and then how did you all come together? And was it all nice? And did you get on
I'm gonna go
immediately?
first.
My route
You
with
go
food didn't
first.
exactly start very nicely. So I was used to be a KP at Sunderland College, Sunderland University. So I used to wash the dishes at Sunderland University.
It's the best grounding.
And I was only 17-year-old, and I was going to leave to become a painter and decorator. And then the college said, "Like, stay if you want. We'll put you through your chef qualification." I didn't really fancy it at the start. Like, did it? Learned to be a chef there. Started to get a bit of a taste for it. Rory's dad, he was the executive chef of Sunderland College at the time as well. Said, "Oh, I think you should move into restaurants." So then he sent us to Rory, and that was it for me. I got into restaurants, and then I got a bit of a taste for it.
Yeah.
Enjoyed it. Started loving food a lot more. Started trying new foods. And I've just been with Rory ever since, really.
So what comes first with that kind of thing? Is it the practicality of doing something? Because clearly, if you're a hands-on person, you want to do the hands-on thing.
Exactly.
And there's no better than a kitchen to be hands-on, is there?
Exactly.
But also, you need the multiple skill sets. You're doing that over there. Is he doing this over here?
It's just what you've got to
Then you
learn
think
as being a
about
chef.
over
You've
there.
always got to learn to
Do you know what I mean?
multitask while being a chef.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you're never going to last in the industry if you can't do that.
Yeah,
like.
but it's like 88 ADHD's dream, innit? Working in a kitchen. It is, because then everything just kind of, it's like the Matrix.
It's like hyper-focus,
yeah. And then you go, well, this is great. I'm happy just giving us 50 things to do,
Well, that's
then
the
you
thing,
go,
though. Like most kitchens, there is discipline and there's hierarchy, isn't there? In like a traditional kitchen.
Aye.
But like you said about Si before, like everybody's got to be willing to jump on the pots if the shit hits the fan. It's different to other industries like that. They wouldn't get a GP doing that, you know what I mean?
I definitely
and they wouldn't go and do the lesser stuff. What they would perceive as the lesser stuff. You've all got to work as a unit, you know what I mean?
But the likes of the building trade, that would definitely lend itself to that, because you just like get the job done. We've got 8 hours.
You've got a time frame that you need to get it done. Like
that's it. There's no, you can't drop it.
Yeah.
You gotta jump in. But that's what I like. I like to hear that as well. Yeah. Who's washing the pots? I don't know. You got a spare pair of hands. Pick it up.
It is.
That's all you got, and that's what you have to do.
Yeah.
But that's what I mean. That's the trenches. That's when you say like, hang on.
You see in a kitchen,
not right for us.
you'd never give a job to something that you wouldn't do yourself.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? You'd never give someone a job that you wouldn't do yourself. You've just got to get in and deal it. Like.
But the thing is to understand in all the areas, so when something does go down, you go, right, give us a day. I can do it.
What is the worst job? What job would you give to somebody you didn't like in the kitchen?
Oh, well, I don't know. I wouldn't. 5 heaps of mash.
Aye. 5 heaps of mash on a market day.
Yeah, the masher goes down, going to do it by hand. Imagine doing that.
Oh, God, no.
Have you ever done that before? Like,
Popeye with a massive
For a second I thought you meant like crushing the potatoes. I didn't think you were talking about a masher.
God.
What you doing?
That'll take a bit longer. Like. Lumpy mash.
Potato and then just
hand crushed mash.
Yeah.
Get that on the
Sounds good on
menu.
the menu, that,
Hand crushed mash.
Crushed potatoes.
Imagine that.
Brand that up.
Totally.
Yeah.
Tom, what about you? What was your route?
Well, mine didn't start great. Obviously, when I was at school, I just messed around quite a lot. I was a bit of a prankster and stuff like that. So when I got my GCSEs, I didn't do great. So I was kind of good. I didn't really know what I wanted to do. And I remember I enjoyed home ec when I was at school, like the kind of the catering side. So I went to college, South Tyneside College. Absolutely loved it.
Which school were you at? Was it Joseph's?
So I was at Joseph's. Yeah, I was at Joseph's. Yeah. Oh, scum.
Rivalry.
Get the same scholars bus.
Kids went to St Joseph's, like.
Yeah. Made the
Same scholars bus.
Yeah. Well, was it 8:24 something in the morning? It's a shout at each other all the time. Yeah. It's class.
Like Angerman, mate, when they can't for a fight.
It was though. It was. I don't know how old you are, but it was like that when I was a kid. We always used to meet. The schools used to meet and scrap and that.
They get in the same scholars bus. Sometimes there would be like fights or whatever. Sometimes there'd be no exchange. But then as soon as like the first lot of like students used to get off, they'd be like, way, like outside. Well, like you've just been on the bus. Why didn't you do it then? You know what I mean? But
that's always happening.
But I went to college. Absolutely loved it. And there was a storeman there called Eddie Ramshaw, and he said to me, he's like, "Oh, do you fancy a job?" And I was like, yeah, because at the time I think I was just a waiter or something. Do you want a job at Newcastle United? And I was just like, oh God, I'm a Sunderland fan. Do I really want a job at Newcastle United? Anyways, I says, yeah, it'll be great. And the head chef there was actually Rory's dad. So Steve was head chef there. So then I worked with Steve for quite a long time, worked at various different places. And then I went back with Steve to Sunderland, and I was there for a few years. And then something came up in Newcastle, and he says, "Oh, would you fancy like a job? It's going to be in Whirlwind Brewery, and also the Bridge Tav." So then I went over there, and then who was the head chef at the Bridge Tav? Rory Welch.
So that would have been Dave and Rob days, was it?
Yeah. So then I obviously worked at the Bridge Tav, and obviously worked there with Rory, and then obviously Trackle came up, and went over there, and unfortunately been stuck with us.
Your dad's got a lot to do with all this.
It's definitely a common denominator,
He's got a lot to answer for.
So Rory's dad was my first head chef. Rory is my current head chef.
Right.
Rory's obviously got a son now, so I says when he's old, he's my next one. When he's so real. So yeah,
handing off the
it's been good.
Yeah, it is totally.
It's been
tight.
good.
It's nice.
So were you doing this as a kid then, Rory? Like, were you dad or not, or did you like revolt?
Dad was always at work, so
Right.
to be fair, we were just not like left to our own devices. But it was like, for me, like I did a little bit, cooked a few bits and bobs, but I wouldn't say it was like burning passion from an early age. It was like I just used to love earning money. So for me, it was like I got a milk round when I was like 13 or something, or 12, 13, and I just, as I say, just loved earning money.
You were doing the milk round on the milk float.
Yeah.
Electric milk float.
And that was a van. We were lucky we had a proper van, so it was nice and warm.
Yeah.
So then it was that. So I was 30 and I used to get paid £8 a day.
Mm-hmm.
I used to be the richest kid in school. £8 a day.
Like 13, 14 or something.
Aye, and then all the way up to 15, 16. But my dad was the chef at Wynyard.
Mm-hmm.
And then because I just loved earning money, I was like, I want some more. I had the taste then. So then he was like, well, why don't you come and wash some pots on a weekend? So then there's that old-fashioned cliche of, because I was quite good in school, but to be honest, the last 2 years was a bit like I couldn't really be chewed with it. So then I just used to mess about. But I wouldn't say I was like stupid or out. So I was all right. But then I went to wash pots, and then I was given a couple of jobs here, and like, oh, do you want to chop this? Do you want to chop that? And then I was like, all right, it's all right, this. And then the cracking with the lads and stuff, it was like, I think I'm going to do this. And then my dad was like, do you want to do it? Really? And then it was like, right, well, put you in college, we'll get you at college. So I went to college, and then it was like I was 3 days at college, and then I did 2 days, then he put us in touch with Terry. I did 2 days with Terry, and then worked at Wynyard on the weekends. I think I really had 1 day off for like ages.
So why did he have the doubts then? Because he said,
I don't know. It's because
he's just protecting you against the 12-hour day shifts and all that
maybe
kind of
is
stuff.
that what you want to do, sort of thing?
Because it is a grind. It's a kind of sacrifice of life,
is.
isn't it? When you're working in a kitchen, because you gotta care about what you're doing. You know what I mean? You gotta have that passion there.
It's that thing, you love it, but you don't want to wish it on anybody else, sort of thing.
It's like doing this.
But it is like what? But what's good about it, I think, you when you're cooking, you could end up anywhere in the world or doing anything, because everyone's got to eat really to survive. So you're always going to be in a job really. So that's and then you do some pretty cool things. You do some proper terrible things as well, like
terrible.
A flashback there, mate.
Too many flashbacks.
Where did you go to there?
Yeah,
You definitely
Just agency. Just agency work.
Agency work, yeah.
Just getting sent absolutely anywhere.
Yeah.
Stuff like that.
Lines there.
But then
Rough
you've
and
got
smooth,
rough and smooth. You do some really good stuff, like for example, like
you meet some amazing people.
When we met Gordon Ramsay, he did some stuff at Track. That was the unreal for us.
For some kind of famous.
He was.
Yeah, Jay Rayner did the kitchen cabinet thing, didn't he? And he was
He come down.
about Trackall.
Yeah, but I like the Gordon Ramsay thing. That was unreal for us. That because it was like because he's like I don't know, top for chefs wise, and we were all like we were like, oh, where's he at? Where's he at? Where's he at?
You just saw him outside, didn't we?
You talking like
Ramsay outside?
Aye, but you're talking like
Swear him.
hundreds of like you're talking hundreds of camera crew and that they're all there, and he had like close security and everything, and he just walked away from all them, walked right up to the pass and just started talking kitchen crack like.
You know what? Because that's where he's comfy. That's the thing. And he knows there's going to be crack behind there, isn't there?
Yeah.
So, but that's the thing. You must have worked for. It's the Ramsay thing, but it's working for Ramsay. Like back in the day, there's two different Ramsays. There's two different versions of everybody as well. So it's working under somebody. Have you ever worked for a proper, ear hole where you're like, I've got to get out of here? Because that must be rife in that industry. I've been there in my industry where someone's chucking someone at you. Do you know what I mean?
You don't have to give your names.
Yeah.
Just
you must have had some bad experiences.
Yeah.
Like, what is that? Is that kind of close to the truth or what? Because it's quite renowned.
There's definitely some shouty people, like. I think sometimes
shouty and throwy.
Yeah, there is, but I do think there's an element of sometimes. I'm not saying it's warranted, like, because there isn't. I always say, like, if you're shouting, then you've lost control of what's going on, really. But sometimes you do need to get your point across, like.
There's different levels of shouting, though. You know what I mean? There's like, we need to get this done. Blah blah blah. Like, if it's that, or if it's like pointing the finger at somebody, there's a different shout, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? It's like, oh, well, lads, let's move on. We've got so and so to get done. That's acceptable because it's like, right, it's like army, get the team up to a level of motivation, but not like, you're terrible. I'm not, like probably like going to town on
it's
somebody.
Such a unique environment. I don't think anybody really understands. I mean, you see documentaries and that
like
now,
army life,
and you see like you see
it's very military, I think.
military,
very regimented.
It is regimented, but there is nothing quite like seeing a kitchen fall apart in the middle of, like, if you've never witnessed it, like when everything just goes wrong on a Saturday night at 9 o'clock, and just the pressure and the stress. I've worked in kitchens and I've never seen that level of stress replicated anywhere else in any other industry. I just haven't. And it's bizarre because in the back of your head you're thinking, you're not a brain surgeon. You're not, you know what I mean? What I mean is you're not, like, apart from if you're going to poison somebody, you're doing something that is in the leisure industry and hospitality. But that sense of, like, pressure and expectation in a kitchen to deliver, it's just nuts, isn't it? To the point that you can see it go to in certain environments.
But it's detrimental to your business because if you mess up, your business could be over with. Do you know what I mean? In like one night, couldn't it? A reputation could be gone. So I think that's obviously that's where the pressure comes. But shouty doesn't much get the thing done as well. Yeah. But depends.
I think if you're shouting as well, it's like then people resent you, sort of thing. So then they're just sort of like, I mean, there's an element of, you know, like people are scared, but then there's an element of like, oh, like he's a such and such, so like I'm just gonna do this and like, you know, like mess it up on purpose, sort of thing.
Aye,
you know what I mean? That's sort of,
that's the thing, because they can walk away and go, I'll just get another job.
Exactly, but then if it's your business,
I think you'd work much better in a team. You're all necessarily mates, but there's definitely that hierarchy anyway. But there's that respect there. Yeah, it's just better working as a like tight group unit. You know?
Yeah, it is, because if you've got the same expectation level, then you'll all do as much as you can. Do you know what I mean?
It's all got the same work ethic and everything. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Like if one of us is in the down.
If
one of us is in the shed, we all just jump on and help each other, which is we've all been there. Yeah. But you just jump on and just get in the thick of it and help each other out. And that's just what you've got to do.
Well, I think that's the important thing. And you're going in the trenches, but the trenches are like every night in the kitchen, isn't it? Yeah. It's like you know something's gonna happen, and it's not going to be smooth all the time. So it's going into it with that mindset to go, all right, so what's going to happen? We'll just deal with it when it happens.
Yeah,
you know? That's right. If you weren't used to that, you'd be like, Jesus Christ! You'd be like, you
do see people get overwhelmed, like,
you
see people. I've seen people have breakdowns, like.
Have you?
Oh, we've definitely seen it.
I have, like.
You can't be crying in the mash though, Rory.
It's solid.
You created like the better mash, the best mash you've ever had. It's the
Don't tell anybody.
What salt did he use? Man tears. That's what he used. Man tears.
That's a great product idea.
Bang that on the menu.
Yeah, totally. Put that on the menu.
Sorted with man tears.
Chef tears mash.
So that's what I mean, though. So that must have been quite unique pressure, proper. If you take into consideration size of celebrity, and he's well known, so all eyes were on it. You had a space that had never been a kitchen before. It used to be a stable. It was tiny, and you were cooking.
It's a new way,
like food that was a departure from where you'd been in the past. So I mean, that first day when you got to the end of it, you must have just been like, "Fucking hell!"
We had a beer, didn't we? I think we had a beer.
Yeah. I think I saw you. You were going for a beer, and all someone was like, "Oh, I need to find a beer somewhere." But plus, your front door's open, the stable door's open. I know it was. You can't do shirt and go, "Leave us alone."
Well, we do.
People watching it's cold. Yeah. But there's no worse, though. Like somebody watching you doing it. Like somebody watching you painting, you're like, you know, just when you're standing where you're
cutting in there.
You're cutting in there. You're doing that right.
Well, you do get that, don't you? And I'm sorry, I do it quite a lot. We'll get people who come on the podcast, they want to come round. And they'll always come round and it'll be one of his present. Putting their heads in. All right,
I think that's part of it, though. I think it's part of the. I think we like it. I just like people coming up and having a bit of crack and having a bit of.
It's like when you talked about before about Trackor, like Trackor was an open kitchen. So one of the things we used to love about that was like seeing the reaction. You know, like we would send a platter out or something like that, a feasting plate, and we'd just take a minute, just have a little look, and you'll see them, and you'll just see that, you know, the head, you know, like, you know,
the head bubble of approval.
Yeah, we'll just see that. So it's the same with here, even though it's completely different food we're doing. We're seeing like we're looking out the hatch and we're just seeing people enjoying. Yeah,
I think it's a bit more.
That's one of the best things for a chef.
A bit more vocal here because they'll come up and tell you, "Oh, that was the best pie I've ever had." Like, you know what I mean? Like, It's really good. What drives you, really, innit?
When you used to do the pig's head, didn't you?
Yeah.
I see everybody's faces like,
I know. Really was.
It'd be like, it'd be a couple, but it would be like,
It's a talking point as well.
The lad obviously wanted the pig's
my
head.
biggest regret. I hadn't tried
Someone ordered that, didn't they? For himself.
Pig's head.
I had pig's head by himself.
It's like it was a table, and we found out it was just a couple, and I don't know if it was a first date or whatever. I don't know what it was, but the guy ordered a pig's head, feasting for himself.
It'll probably been the last
And we were
day.
like, what?
He's rolling the dice on who he's with on that night.
It's probably been the last one, like.
Could have
Imagine, yeah. Be polite when you go on that date tonight. Don't worry, man. I will.
That's all
Just get
right.
over a pig's head.
Don't fill yourself too much, alright?
But that's all right. The pig said it's gammon adjacent, isn't it?
There you go.
Dan's first date food.
First date food, gammon and egg, isn't it?
All right.
I mean, come on. Or a pig's head. I mean, you're
head.
rolling the
Pig's head.
dice on a pig's head. Like.
Pig's head.
Yeah,
Good on him.
Well, you got a pig's head.
What's that? I mean, you wouldn't order spaghetti on a first. You'd be leaning over, man.
Oh,
You're
I'd make
flapping
the
all
right
over
mess.
place. You're flipping in the house
Shells
with
in it,
sauce and that, you know? That's just shells.
Muscles.
You have a ball of muscles. You're like, who's this? Is this psycho? We came up with a game. Chef game. See if
Well, you've just come up with the game now.
When they were talking there, you know, how you're leaning in, you're like, I can't see the
Is
face.
this the bit where we trademark the game idea?
Aye.
Right, okay.
You know, they kind of. So you're looking at somebody from the back and they're eating something. You got to guess, is it good or is it bad from like the reaction
Posture.
for posture.
Yeah.
So because they might lean over and like be like, was that a good from the back? You got to guess. Do you know what I mean? Could you do that?
I think so.
Like blind date with blind food,
Blind dates.
blind taste.
Blind taste.
Blind taste. See, we got a game.
Yeah, it's a good idea.
I think so. You got to
Stole
lean
that
in.
one, Alice.
I just
Stole
want to write
down
that
for
one.
the idea
Write
back.
that down. Like, all of these will evolve
Lots
into
of things going on here.
That's what it is. Like
They'll
writing
all
down.
evolve into something. Do you know what I mean? One day.
Yeah, it
Like,
will.
the pig said, right, does she like it or not? Do you know what I mean? Like a new dating show. Yeah. First date foods. There you go. That's it. Yeah.
That's a good idea for an event here. Actually, you could do that.
First date foods. I think so. Like proper, like you
Proper?
make first.
Proper.
There you go.
Say,
It's in the
There
name.
you
go.
It's in the
Yeah.
name.
I have been counting how many times we've been saying it. by
oh,
the way.
proper. Yeah. That
Quite
was
a
organic. That
few
was
times.
organic. I
Organic
didn't
proppers
do it.
everywhere.
Yeah, yeah. The sponsor of the podcast, so.
Oh, that's our regret, you know, right? So the first one we filmed, Si sat down and he looked at that camera, and didn't he say,
It's Fortnum and Mason.
Fortnum Mason,
I mean, no,
you need to sponsor this podcast? And we didn't get it on camera properly, did we? We couldn't use it.
yeah. But Fortnum and Mason aren't going to sponsor this
Oh, man.
podcast, are we?
It's got spam on the shelf.
We're spam on the shelf, isn't it?
Bosh.
Aye.
Yeah, definitely not spam. Yeah.
See?
Love spam melee. Spam
Spam.
saunas, lethal.
I was out at the do a few weeks ago, right? And somebody came out just straight away. She was like, what's your Greg's order? You know what I mean? So she leaned straight in. Well, then we were talking about spam peck.
Man loves peck,
like
like.
tinned ham. But tinned ham,
Jelly on
yeah,
that.
I'm a fan. But she was a peck person. And there was like a round tin. And I was like, no, that's not a round tin. That's like the kind of, like more of an oval shape. It's like a,
No, peck was round, man.
no, but that was Prince's ham in the
Alright.
tin.
Yeah.
So, what's your favourite tinned goods?
That needs to go on there.
that's a good one.
That needs to
That's
go on
that's
there.
caught us off
That
guard.
needs to go on there. You didn't know what that was.
He's expecting Greg's order.
You haven't got that yet.
It's got a really dare and everything.
Element of surprise. Don't know where this brain goes, man. Hey.
Just think
Tin-
carefully,
your
because
tin
later on
goods.
when you prep me, you'll be like, lads, I got me
Oh,
question
no.
wrong, man.
I'll tell you what, I'll kill you up because I saw a Freya Bentos advert yesterday.
Oh, God, aye.
And it's got that fella, who eats everything on
Steak and kidney pie.
on YouTube. He's just like sitting there with Freya Bentos on there. My granda used to love Freya Bentos. So let's go down the list, guys. So
I know exactly what it'll be for you,
Big,
Tom.
not big. Well, I was going to say big beans.
Nah, you definitely
but-
like
I know what
beans?
I know what you're going to say.
tin mackerel or something.
No, well,
Just
I
the
get
plain.
as the spicy one.
Tomato sauce.
Yeah.
I do as well. That's my snack.
So the mackerel, I definitely. That could be like it's one of those like love it or hate it, but it depends what's in it.
Yeah.
Olive oil, You go brine.
No,
no,
brine.
brine.
It has to
I
be
can do
tomato sauce or like a
tomato
spicy
sauce.
one.
Even tuna, you're not going brine.
Oh, God.
It's just wet. It's awful.
Yeah.
Olive oil, different thing in it.
I gone
Different kettle
I
of
gone
fish.
brine.
You gone
like.
brine? Why are you
Do
going
you like
brine?
the brine
Less
one?
calories, isn't it?
Less calories.
but like-
but it's good calories. Got olive oil in, man.
No, still.
Oh, I love it. Tin of mackerel.
Embrace
Like,
the calories.
I actually shave myself from time to
Brine
time.
all
So
the
I
way
eat the
from
tin
there,
of
like.
mackerel in the
Brine.
sink, and I look straight
It's too
across and
wet.
see my neighbour looking
Yeah,
straight
it's
across. And it's,
Yeah.
it's mackerel.
Kitchen window. Is that it? Right. Yeah.
Totally.
But it's one of those, right, you, like,
I go to a mackerel fever, and I don't
Yeah.
recognise being surrounded.
I'm just going to jump off on another little subject, just while we're here
Go on
on
then.
the mackerel, right?
Go on then.
Foods you cannot eat in the car with somebody else. Boiled eggs. You cannot crack eggs open in the car, can you? And mackerel, you couldn't do that.
No, no.
You'd
You say
lose a
couldn't,
mate.
but you
You would
couldn't.
lose a
You
mate.
couldn't open the tin in the car, would you? It would just absolutely
You stinking?
You'd be
Yeah.
shooting tomato all over the shop.
Would
wouldn't
I?
you?
Yeah, it's a dangerous try. Yeah, there's a given.
There's nothing more pungent, is there, than even one, like a micro dose of mackerel infused
Yeah.
tomato.
Just that
can
little
hit
crack of the
somewhere,
lid.
and that's
Yeah.
it.
That little
The
sort of
whole
opening.
place stinks.
When you talk about
Yeah.
smells, I remember going on a trip years ago, and I was just sat on this trip. I forgot where we were going now, and then I could just smell prawn cocktail crisps.
Right.
And I don't mind them, but when you're on a coach and it's quite warm, and that's all you can smell, I was like, I just stuck with this.
Yeah. I think
Prawn
warm
cocktail.
there.
It's
just the warmth and the prawn
that added
affiliation.
another level.
And I just remember that
Right.
it kind of put us off a little bit.
Yeah, because you can't escape it. You
Well,
can't.
No, you
Prawn
can't. You're
cocktail
stuck in a
as well,
coach.
Yeah.
So you're like, what are you meant to do? But that lingers, definitely.
So you go on mackerel.
I'll go mackerel,
You go
yeah.
on mackerel.
Yeah.
That's a great answer, that.
I know. We're just talking about
No
tuna
pressure.
there, but you
I like
can't-
tuna, but it's not tuna.
It's not top, is it?
Iggy's?
No.
Nowadays, I've got, it's probably two for me.
No, then.
I loved tinned pineapple.
All right.
All
Okay.
right.
Tinned pineapple.
Like,
Just
John
the pineapple
ring.
rings. There's got to be the
Ah, the
rings.
rings.
ones.
Okay.
'Cause I just think I love pineapple, mate.
Are you drinking the juice?
Drink the
Oh,
juice.
no, I have
You drink
to.
the juice.
Have to.
You definitely drink
Yeah.
the juice,
Yeah.
like.
It's like extra, isn't it?
Yeah.
When you get a bonus.
100%.
Yeah.
Freebies, isn't it?
Freebies, isn't it? It's
Out
like,
for now.
like coconut, where you drink the water and then
Exactly.
you got the coconut as
But
well.
the other one is probably one of my favourite things of all time is baked beans.
Baked beans.
You're going to say that. Someone had to say
Branded.
that.
Branded.
Oh, Heinz. But I
Got
didn't
it.
mind Branson's and all.
All right,
Branson's
okay.
all right.
They're all right
Yeah.
and all. As is on in the bin.
They've been putting Richmond sausages in there.
Oh, I didn't like the sausage. The tin pot, the sausages.
No,
like.
you're not a.
No, I didn't
you're
like
not
the
a big
sausages.
sausage. It's kind of. Can you
Got to be like
classify?
10% meat.
That's the thing. Can you classify it as a sausage though?
No,
Because it doesn't really have that
My
sausage.
dad
texture,
eats the
just-
breakfast ones where it's got like hash browns in it.
Oh,
like,
nah.
just the minging,
Nah,
like.
nah,
Oh,
nah,
what
nah.
is it?
Lifting.
Aye.
He takes him to work and has him for his dinner every day.
I mean, I'd chuck stuff and beans, but I wouldn't eat them. Like,
Yeah.
Bit of cheese in
what
the
about
beans.
chorizo and that?
Cheese and beans,
that?
yeah.
Cheesy beans.
Yeah, put
Yeah,
like
cheesy beans.
butter in the bean as well.
No,
So you kind
butter
of
on the toast, like. But
Oh, yeah.
butter on the toast and just as it's finishing,
salt.
bit of, just a lump and
and
then
Monty Aubert.
yeah, there you go, cheesy beans. Or Rory, what you doing?
See, I'm probably gonna go. Since I've started this job, really, I found a new love for corned beef.
yes.
I
knew
do you
he
know
was
what
gonna
it
say
is?
that.
Do you know what it
Corned
is, right?
It's
I
a
was
classic.
I used to be grossed out by corned beef.
Really?
Yeah.
Totally grossed
Give
out.
over.
Even
Why?
like my lass has she used to have sell a corned beef toasty or whatever. Then she used to put the plate in the fridge with a bowl turned upside down.
Aye.
And when I used to
that's how you cover it, man.
And then when I used to go in the fridge and I used to smell it, I used to be like, get that away from me.
Oh, the smell of the corned beef.
Just
that's in
all
the
it-
fridge.
and then I just didn't used to touch it. But then since I've worked here and I've been making corned beef and potato pies and panately and stuff, I've just been like, this is banging this.
Just-
What was the moment though? Do you just like? Oh,
when
hold
I
on a
had
minute.
the corned beef and potato pie with brown sauce on, and that was it
That's
to me.
weird.
Like,
It's
All
my
right, okay.
childhood B-roll memory. That my grandma mixing corned beef and the potato, letting you have the leftovers of the glass bowl.
for me,
Now
it's
like corned beef and potato. Like,
it's king of the pies is the corned beef.
yeah, I
Definitely.
agree.
But I've never had a good small corned beef pie. It's always the big one, and then you slicing it.
I mean,
nah,
in squares.
Like corned beef. I used to get a corned beef
Don't be
slice.
offended by that. I'm just asking
Hang
about
on,
shapes.
whoa,
You know what I
hang
mean?
on,
You got like
Shit, right.
big parties when you're younger. Like
Aye.
slices.
Aye.
you bring them?
It's like
Like a
really
finger,
thick,
aye.
wouldn't it?
Yeah, just that, but it was all
Yeah.
potato, but it's a potato
Yeah.
to corned beef ratio.
Yeah.
And Sarah's mum did one of the best corned beef pie. She uses like puff pastry, so that was a nice one because I'd always had like short crust instead of the puff. But it's best one. But she always got the ratios right. There was loads. It was rammed with corned beef, and she would put onion in it as well. So yeah. It's definitely the favourite is the corned beef pie. But there's something satisfying about opening that tin. You know, the key.
Oh, it's a nightmare.
It's a nightmare to open.
It's a nightmare.
It's
like,
a finger
honestly,
cutter,
breaks
isn't it?
what like every other time it breaks.
Yeah, but
or you just if you're a little bit too enthusiastic about it and it runs off the drill, there's no going back.
It's the start. As long as you get the start, you're in. Because if it snaps on the start, you ghost. You know what I mean? You have to
you're not trying to open one.
You don't just make. You know what I mean?
Well, something else for tea now.
You should see the tins that we get. It's like they're like thick as out. And when we first opened, that was another thing we didn't have was a tin opener.
Nightmare. Just had like your box standard like house one, and it would break.
They were like all the time.
You'd be twisting it round. Nothing would be happening.
You'd be doing about half an hour and all.
I don't know how
when
many
you got to
went through.
open like 8 tins at once, it's a nightmare. And then we were going over vetoes over the road, checking like
can we open this?
Can we open
Just come with a load of them.
Can we open the tins of corned beef? And it was kind of mental because it was like he was like yeah no problem. Then he's coming over talking to us, and I'm opening the corned beef, and you know the smell, and he's like looking at it, and he's like. And I was like,
that reaction.
Italian looking at corned beef.
You know,
shall we take a tin over now?
Well, no, this is the thing. And he was like, oh, it's a little bit stinky. I was like, aye, mate, it is. And he said, and I said, so what is it? And I was like, oh, it's corned beef and potato pie. And I was like, and then there was a young lad who works there. He must be a local lad. He was like, oh, I even never had a corned beef. It's mint. And then he's like, all right, okay. And then I was like, oh, it's like your Calabrian anchovies. Do you know? So this is for Sunderland. And then he was like, oh, so is it like
that comparison?
I'm like there trying to like opening the tins, and then he says, I said, I'll send you one over. And he's like, oh, so what is it? Is it like poor person's food? And I was like, not really, mate. Not really. Not really.
It's peasant food, right?
Well, that's where it's like derived from.
That's what he's trying to say. So then
Fast food.
So I took him one back, and he loved it. Like, loved it.
Wow, you gotta love it.
Well, he said he did anyway.
Every day he opens the fridge, he's got that bowl over the top of it.
Over the top.
I'm having that.
Cereal bowl. That's the one that you didn't use. That was the one you never use as well, isn't it? I mean, so it was in the fridge.
Or the odd one. Yeah.
But we've got our own tin opener now, so
all right.
It's one of them. It's different when it's different if you heat it up to cold. Completely different. Mm-hmm. We used to have like your hot pot corned beef. Hot pot was the best. Do you know what I mean? With slices of potato on the top, and it was all crusty and, do you know what I mean, bubbling away. That was lovely. That chunks of corned beef in it. Because the toasty, I think it's definitely ham and corned beef. Definitely top ones for toasties.
Toasty, corned beef and cheese, unbelievable.
Corned beef and cheese.
Corned beef and cheese, toasty.
Corned beef,
onion, cheese. I think it's better.
Yeah, I've never had cheese with corned beef before.
Give it a go.
Really?
He loves cheese, so it's
everything on cheese and everything.
Definitely some sort of American. I do love cheese.
Yeah. So was
cheese and beans.
Because you were talking about your missus she was doing a corned beef toasty. Was it just corned beef on its own?
I think so. I can't remember. It could be corned beef and cheese, to be honest. I'm not sure. 100% sure.
I just think you can't have a toasty without cheese.
I'm going to try that. I'll give her a ring.
I've never just had like that. I'm like,
phone a friend. How would you phone a friend?
Sure, it's just the toasty. Like, really important. Obviously, I didn't want that to do with it.
I don't know have a toasty without cheese, or
yeah.
But don't get us wrong. Like it now, like it's nice.
Yeah.
I had an awful toasty. In fact, when you just said there about the beans and the sausages in, I went to a sleepover when I was a kid. Must be about 11-year-old, and I actually left the house because they made us a toasty with those in, beans and sausage in a toasty.
Beans and sausage in a toasty.
And it was just like red hot liquid. Mm-hmm. And I bit into it. I'm fucking going home. I walked out of the house.
Was that bad, was it?
It was that bad. Well, no, done that at sporting for about 3 months.
But seeing that, you've got a campaign to bring back the beanie. Do you know what I mean? Because you've been talking about that quite a long time.
Do you remember a beanie?
Right. I don't even know what he's talking about.
A fish and chip item from a fish and chip shop.
Fish and chip shop.
So sausage meat with baked beans in the core and then battered around the outside.
Right.
It looked like a fish cake.
Sounds really Scottish.
Wasn't? It was invented here. That's what
I've never heard of it.
Richie Chips said.
Richie Chips, I was talking about it. But Richard Senior was talking about it as well.
Mm-hmm. You don't remember that?
Mm-hmm. I've never I'd
Never
never
heard
heard
of
it
it.
until
Never
you
heard of it.
mentioned it. I'd never heard of it either. So
No,
I was like,
You
"You just
trying to
trained
turn
us."
us against me, like,
No, I'm just saying. No, just
It existed.
Where's your evidence?
I think he's
I
lying.
don't know.
It's a live show. I'll get people to call.
I think
in.
you've dreamt about this, man.
I know, but that's the thing. If you didn't like
Oh man, it was amazing.
if you didn't like that toasty, why would you like this? Because it's the same similar thing, isn't it?
If you imagine a Scotch egg without the
Scotch
egg
egg
and
with the
replacing the
beans.
egg with beans.
With beans.
Sounds good, like. Well,
Does sound
no.
Oh,
alright,
honestly,
well,
mate,
that
it
sounds alright.
It was.
Yeah.
Tastes sensation. They're going to bring them back at Commons.
Are they really?
That's what he said.
At your request.
Yes.
Anything you want to put into a pie? What's
Beans.
Beanie.
Done a bean one.
Yeah.
Done a bean
Bean
one.
pie, have you
Yeah.
really?
Done a breakfast one. I had beans, cheese, pancetta.
It was a take.
Oh, I was
It
gonna
was
say
a
you put
take
bacon
on
in.
the.
sausage and bean melt from
from
Greg's. It was
Greg's.
a take on it.
Oh,
And it was
nice.
it was one of my favourites. Though.
Yeah.
We done like foot because it was like when we were doing early match.
Mhm.
You know, like try and get a bit of a breakfasty. Then we done a full English breakfast pie, and it just didn't quite
No,
work.
it didn't
did
quite
It was
work.
too much going
I
on.
put the scrambled egg and it just
Oh,
kept bursting
God.
at the top.
Aye,
Scrambled
That
egg.
was a nightmare.
just a bit of a nightmare.
It was just
Yeah.
everything a full English
Mhm.
in a pie, and it was like, but you'd have to layer it properly to do it
Mhm.
nice. I think there's a Harry Biter's recipe, the one that
Yeah.
actually it's quite
You'd
a
have-
decent one.
You'd
but
have to do like a flan, wouldn't you? Do you know what I mean? Like lay out the egg and then the ham and then do you know what I mean? You'd have to do it like that,
It would
wouldn't
have to be.
you?
It would have to be
Like a
layered.
flan.
Aye.
Yeah.
layered. So,
We
but
need
then
loads of sausage.
you know, we done because you're doing that many portions, you haven't got time to layer it.
Well, when
Yeah.
you're eating 300, you're not layering them all. Like.
No,
so
it's
you've got
getting
to,
in.
like, so we had to
Aye.
make a mix, and it didn't
Mhm.
quite work.
It was just too hard to get the balance of flavours up, like right between everything
Mhm.
else, between the beans, sausages. Do you know what I
Egg
mean?
and all that stuff. Like you were
Like,
losing,
yeah, you were-
some
you
of
were
the
Just
flavours.
all
you were
sort of
losing-
merged into one thing.
Yeah,
didn't it?
Exactly, you were
yeah.
losing a lot of like the good flavour profiles that make the full English as good as it is.
Exactly. I mean, unlike the beanie where it keeps the flavours separate. You know what I mean?
So
He poshed that up there.
Yeah, yeah.
Flavour profiles and a full English.
Flash in the basket.
It's two terrible things. It's like, you know, magnets that you turn the opposite, it doesn't get together. It's pushing it away. I didn't like that. Like, what's the best? What's your top pie? What's the top crowd pleaser
Are we
pie?
veering
Well, we all
menu
know.
questions
I'm
here?
kind of leaning. It's a Jim.
We all know what the
Like,
answer is to that one, don't we? lads?
steak
and ale.
Steak and ale.
If you had
Yeah.
said to us in 3, 2, 1, what's the thing? We've all said
We've all
steak
said
and
the
ale.
same thing.
Steak and
All of
ale.
us.
Every time.
It's
Yeah.
the king.
Yeah.
It's the goat.
It's the
pie.
goat
The
of
goat of
pies.
pies.
Yeah. Have you done goat pies or not?
No,
Not yet.
Goat pie.
Ooh, goat curry pie.
Uh,
Nice. I like a bit of goat.
Uh,
Good goat producer in Morpeth.
yeah.
Yeah.
The goat.
The goat lady. I
Goat
call
lady.
that.
Yeah. The
That's
goat lady. Yeah.
That's how she saved in my phone.
Yes, the goat lady.
Goat lady.
It sounds like some kind of like horror movie or something. Yeah. Horror story.
Say a name for
60s or something.
Yeah. So steak and ale pie. I think it's all about. I mean, I've seen the gravy before. I think. Have you got some kind of secret recipe for gravy?
we do. If we told you that, we'd have to kill you. Like,
Yeah.
What about mushy peas? Is mushy peas is a
Don't
thing,
put
or do
mushy
you just
peas on
do?
we
it?
don't
No.
bother with mushy peas. We have
You
done
had
bits
that,
and
but
bobs.
you did do it.
We
I've seen
did.
a mushy pea
We
on your
did, but
thing.
it's
So
just like
what's up? What's
the
up?
way because it's so small and like the inside the kitchen just getting set up for them. Like you
Mhm.
do them, and then like you would sell out of them, but then it's like just keeping the continual
Yeah.
having them on.
We'd have to have as much mushy peas as we do mashed potato.
We're just
really.
trying to find like a happy medium to like for what we've got.
Mhm.
You know,
Yeah.
like obviously like Rory says, we'd like to have something on like that. It's just like trying to keep up with the demand of it and
Yeah.
stuff like that. The space, because we've got
The space is a
very,
bit-
very little
Very
Love
space.
it. The complexity of
You
the
know,
mushy
we've
pea.
only got like a certain size stove and stuff like that. So.
Yeah, because I can picture that's the same similar process to doing the mash. So you
Yeah.
can't be doing two at the same time, can you?
Not
So you gotta,
not
like-
really,
If we need
no.
5 deeps of mash, we'd need
No,
3 deeps of mushy
like
peas.
steeping,
to last the
steeping
whole
peas
day.
all night.
Exactly, our mushy
Yeah.
peas just didn't come from a tin either, you know what I mean? We
Yeah.
steep
Yeah,
our one
fresh.
peas,
Yeah.
1 piece from scratch
So
as
how
well.
much do you like steep overnight? How much you cook on the day?
Yeah.
So it's like it's a bit.
It take a long time to do the mushy peas, does it?
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah. I think because obviously like what
Mushy
Rory
pea
says, like
process.
with like the amount you're doing as well, it's like it takes a long time, especially with the pans we've got. So if you've got them on, if you come first thing in the morning, it depends, say we coming at 9 o'clock or whatever, turn the pan on, it's never going to be ready for 11.
No.
There's
Yeah.
absolutely zero chance. We've tried that. We've even like done peas pudding, and we've tried
Oh,
it. And
peas
it's been
pudding.
on all day. It's been on
Yeah.
all day, and we're trying. It's like it's not even ready yet.
Yeah.
And like we've got
So,
So we've got like it's an induction burner as well, and everything just cooks differently on an
Yeah.
induction burner. So like if you put pulses in a pan on the induction burner, it just catches
By the
like
day.
you just look at it funny and it sticks to the bottom.
1 second it's like raw, next it's
Oh,
burnt.
it's that
It's
moment
just
where you
burnt at
scrape the bottom and go,
Oh, it's bad. Like,
We've got a death pan.
oh.
Death pan of the
give
game.
that the KP.
I salvaged a pan like that before.
Oh.
When it burns on the bottom.
Oh,
the last thing you
yeah.
want to do is scrape it
I-
out. You just
well,
got to get it, what you can out.
It depends on how much burning flavour comes through the thing. Because
Yeah.
I did it 2 weeks ago with mushy peas. I left the pan on
Well,
went upstairs and did something. I came back. I salvaged it. Like I still ate them. I was just like about a third of a tin down.
A bit
That's
smoky
all.
with that.
Actually, no, they weren't. Do you know what I mean? It didn't go
Didn't-
past that layer. So I just salvaged it and then put the pan in the sink. So are you doing
Have
the
you
same
salvaged
thing?
it? What do you do?
Just scrape off the top, put them on the. I was acceptable.
That's it.
Taste it.
that's essentially what happens. Like,
Yeah, just like, that's all right, man. Isn't it? It's the same with gravy, though, isn't it? You kind of, I think for me, you've got to get that moisture out so it thickens up.
Yeah.
I can do really good gravy. Yeah, my wife's is a bit runny. Sorry, it's like
Even the dog owes you.
It's
Didn't
terrible.
go
man.
home.
But she makes like I'll just make some gravy, and she always makes like a whole thing. I'm like, yeah, I need that. Why are you making that? When you've got to stick to like the rules of everything, but you end up making too much of it. I'm like, just put a bit of that in, bit of this, bit of that. That's what you do. By eye. I always do everything by eye.
That's
what chefing is, eh?
Thank you.
Exactly.
But
you
it's
some
always
whites.
good though. It's like treacle, do you know what I mean?
When can you start?
Sticks of things.
Where do you start?
Right, you're on mushy peas, right?
There's a couple of death pans there.
Didn't burn them though.
Didn't
You
burn
know
them.
they do it with meringue. You tip it upside down. That's what it should be like with the gravy. It doesn't come out. It like, takes like 5 Mississippi before it comes out the pan. I think that's good gravy, isn't it? So what's the secret of gravy? How lads? Spill the beans.
You're not going to tell us that.
No, I was trying to like, get one in there.
Yeah, spill the beans. That's nice.
Spill the beans. Thanks.
We cook it overnight in the oven, like
in the oven.
because we
Waiting
can't
for-
just have it boiling up,
Yeah.
so it's like roast all the meat and stuff,
Yeah.
bones, all the veg and stuff, and then I put it in the oven in deep gas roast and cook it in the oven overnight for
All the
like
thyme, rosemary,
sometimes
garlic.
10-12 hours.
Yeah.
What sort of bones are you roasting?
So we do
We'll get the truth here.
we do a mix. We do beef trim, beef bones.
Mhm.
We do chicken wings in there, and we put like 10 or 12 pigs trotters in because the trotters give you the body.
That's the gnarly bits.
And then every-
That's all what you eat.
I'd be
The
straight
bones,
with the
the
trotters. They won't come out
trotters,
there like.
yeah. Right.
Yeah. So the trotters give you that like sticky gelatinous quality. So
Is that what thickens it up?
yeah,
'Cause it's
Yeah.
always the thickness of a gravy.
Gelatinous.
It's getting that
Gelatin in
consistency in it. And to do that every single time, or you just know. Is it
I've
sort
done
of like-
it kind of few times
Aye,
Yeah.
good couple of times. The charcoal recipe, really, wasn't it? I used to do it with charcoal.
just for the Sunday lunch gravy. That's what that was.
Yeah.
It's not like a
You do it in
normal
the oven.
sauce.
No.
All the times I've seen like stock pot on overnight.
Well,
You
it's essentially
finish your shift,
doing-
you put
Yeah,
stock
yeah.
pot
Same
on all
job.
overnight.
It is essentially doing that, but it's like a bit safer because it's closed in the oven,
Yeah.
Mhm.
just ready
Back
for
in the day, it's leaving gas hobs on and that.
Well,
in the
yeah, you
restaurant.
couldn't
that's
do
nice.
that. aye.
Yeah.
Come and check it in the morning.
So you come in,
Isn't it?
and you've got lovely gravy ready to go.
Yeah. See, good food takes time.
Does.
Yeah, stick that on a
Yeah,
t-shirt.
lovely that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Menu
Should we go?
time.
Menu
Go for it.
time. All right, boys. Because I know you've got some work to do after this. So,
Oh, still
yeah.
have to.
I
Still have to go back to work.
I thought you were going to say, do I have to write
No,
this on the
that's not
menu?
what I
But,
went.
but do I have to explain this
We've
again?
done bits. No, you don't. Hand it over.
Just say it. Just do what you want.
That's what we're doing.
Just lose faith with it. We'll do the Greg's last though.
So starters.
You don't know the drill.
You just choose anything you want.
Anything
Is
you
there
want.
just topics on a list?
We've been getting this wrong from the start, but we can't explain it.
Curry gravy.
What do you mean? Curry,
You are.
gravy,
Just
curry
tell-
versus gravy.
I-
Curry
you rate
ver-
straight into that, so we've got to use
it's
that
always
one.
a top question. Curry versus gravy. We'll have to-
Depends
yeah.
what with for me though. Like,
Right.
with it's fish.
Go on, say it.
This is a chip-based question, so it's with chips.
Just with chips.
What you having?
Gravy for me with just
Every
chips.
time.
Gravy?
Just
Yeah.
chips.
Are
Gravy.
you having butter
Nah,
on it?
it's curry
No.
for me. Like
But if it was a fish or fish and chips, I'd have curry.
All right,
Yes,
okay.
I
So you're
would.
changing
Because
it to what you're having
Aye.
with.
If it was
So
just chips, I'd
right.
have gravy.
uh-huh.
But if it was with a fish, I'd have curry and
But
chips.
no batter though.
You
on
having
your
butter on the
chips.
chips.
We,
No, I need
gravy.
butter on the chips. I don't like
Salt,
butter.
vinegar.
Don't like butter?
I love
Salt and
vinegar
vinegar,
with
plenty of
gravy.
salt, plenty of vinegar.
What you putting on first? Vinegar first, salt, or
It doesn't matter for me. Plenty of
doesn't
salt,
it?
plenty of
Whoa,
vinegar.
how's we-
both.
Plenty of both.
Bit of
Aye,
both.
like that.
all guns down the same wall.
Organic
yeah, fair enough. I like it.
We learnt that Coleman spray it on with a with a gun.
Oh,
Didn't
do
it?
they?
A little
Dissipation. even distribution.
Vinegar.
Yeah.
Aye.
Oh, man.
So yeah, I thought that's a good idea, though, isn't it? And then it just goes that because you're doing that, it just
Yeah,
bounces
yeah,
off, trickles down, and you've got a pole.
Thing is, though, I was so
underneath.
impressed when he told us that I was going to do it.
Yeah,
It was nearly a year ago, and I haven't done it.
yeah. Puts
Not
the
once.
vinegar on, and then the salt sticks to the vinegar on the chips. So that's Francis. Shout out to Francis. That's what she said on the documentary coming out in January.
Which documentary is that?
The one at the customer's house. The one that
Oh,
sold
yeah,
that
sorry,
one. Yeah,
that's
sorry.
very
That's by the by. Okay. So curry. No, sorry.
Right, so
Gravy chips.
Curry.
right,
Have
so
you ever had
fish
both
chips.
together though? Have you ever had like I'm gonna go on both?
Sacrilege, I have curry and gravy.
That, like,
No
Oh
way.
no!
What?
I know.
See?
No, look at it. He puts it across, right? It's just like I'm just mixing it together, like a child
Yeah.
with like.
Oh, tell them how you do it.
Mix it together.
I just like. I put them on opposite sides of the plate and just it's like a race against time that they might join at some point in the middle.
So like,
No,
you
but
I'm not
Some sort of volcano.
Okay.
Some sort of curry gravy volcano.
My view is
But
right.
you're not dipping. You're not like separate, so you can
Nah,
kind
I
of.
can understand that.
It's like an
Yeah,
artist's
yeah,
pot,
yeah.
right?
Yeah,
Pot.
yeah, pot, but not like
All right.
watching the thing merge like slowly. Do you know what I mean? When you're panicking,
Okay.
it's gonna hit the village.
All
you
great
know?
artists, right? Only discover new colours, but
Pompeii.
they mix things they
It is,
didn't
I
expect,
Pompeii,
right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Pompeii chips.
You should call it that.
Would it be-
I think I might
Pompeii
actually
chips.
Pompeii chips, yeah.
Pompeii chips.
And
I
we,
don't. I'd put anything on. I'd have like that.
You know, like, using some beans or something for the lava, and you're ready to sort it. Like,
Tartar sauce. Didn't get. I didn't get a start on cauliflower cheese on Sunday dinner.
Oh,
That's-
honestly, man.
Oh,
no,
that's
I
acceptable for me. Yeah.
last week about
100%. It's
That's
acceptable.
acceptable. That.
Right, I'm not talking to you. What you having?
gravy for me.
Gravy, every time?
Every time.
Yeah.
But we've obviously done a couple of curry pies. And we've actually done curry gravy. So it was quite good. Really,
Well,
really
that's,
good.
that's, that's a different kettle of fish. I don't know.
Curry gravy.
I mean, they were the same.
What style of curry gravy?
so it's like what I normally do is if you have like a bit of sauce left over from making the mix, do like a split, half and half of curry and gravy, mix it and pass it, and it just gives it like a
Oh,
just rounds
good,
it off.
like. So there you go.
that's amazing.
I think the best curry sauce I've told you because I went to Coleman's Seafood Temple.
We're not trying to plug them, by the way.
No, not but
Just lots of
Sponsored.
lots of stories at the minute.
and I had that curry sauce. I was blown away, absolutely blown away. It's just something I've never tasted before ever, and he wouldn't tell us what was in it. Like, nah, say good.
Mad.
Chip shop curry sauce.
Yeah, yeah.
But it was
I
a
do
tang,
like
there was a
chip shop
tang in
curry
it. There was
sauce,
some
like,
kind. There was something else. There was another level to it. I'm like, oh, something. Yeah.
It was that big ramekin that I
It
want to
was
be
I,
like cup
massive
with a
ramekin,
handle on it.
And we dipped as well.
I want to fish and chips now.
I know, it was beautiful. It kind of got us back in the game of fish and chips because I was always thought it was overrated. Do you know what I mean? The smell's always better than the taste. And then I had it on a plate in a decent restaurant. I'm like, oh, he's
nice.
going in
It's
your
nice and
world to us.
crisp.
Do you know what I mean? Yeah.
There's no worse
It was
when it's
light-
soggy, do you
It was
know what I mean?
light butter.
Yeah.
Do you
No
know what I
worse
mean?
when it's soggy.
Yeah.
Does the type of chips matter?
What?
What for like for dipping?
Aye. So if you
Well,
have
it
a
has to be
gravy
a nice thick chip.
chip,
Has to be a nice
what
thick
type
chip,
of chip?
isn't it?
Yeah.
Proper thick chip.
Oh, it has to be
fluffy inside,
yeah, it has
crispy
to
on
be.
the outside.
I like a bit of both. You know, it's a bit of crisp and then it's a bit soft as well.
Mm.
There's a bit of give
Two
in it.
different textures.
Aye. Yeah. You want a bit of char on the front,
Yeah.
on the top. It kind of just be like pasty beige, you know, like translucent. Look like, say, through the chips and that. Like,
The
what's these?
translucent chips.
Aye, there you go. Rory, what you having?
Curry for me. Like,
Oh, yeah?
I love
All
curry
day.
all day.
Yeah.
And it's like, I don't know, it's a nostalgic one for me because it's like, you know, jumping the school fence
Mm-hmm.
for your dinner,
Mm-hmm.
ganning around the chippy.
Didn't know what I was going to
ganning,
You know why he's jumping? So he can get the queue first. Is that why?
so I ain't going up, ganning up the chippy, getting curry and chips.
Aye.
You not use the gear like?
No, you weren't allowed
Get
that.
the queue.
You weren't allowed out, like,
You're allowed out in my school, Lord.
After we had gravy.
Gravy,
Gravy that way. Curry
fence.
over the
Right,
fence.
Yeah, yeah.
so
It's because they're funneling in, man. That's why it's jammed. I need to get the chippy first because it's a half-hour
I
queue.
could smell the curry, man. I was like,
Aye.
straight out of the
They
fence.
used to- aye.
Scampering over the fence.
I remember there was one at first and second year seniors. Everybody used to get this chippy. It was a chip butty, but it was a stotty, right? So you had a stotty, chips in, batter on, and then gravy and salt and vinegar
the
in a
one like
bag.
that sounds amazing.
There you go. Honestly, fantastic.
yeah.
But it was that. Do you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
two-hand job.
Yeah. And heavy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Massive.
Yeah.
Yeah. Huge. Why?
Unreal.
Yeah, but it's a stotty thing. I'm like, I've never seen that before. Chip butty and a stotty.
Oh, I have.
No, not since then though.
Oh,
I've
right.
never seen it like ever since. You got to do it yourself. Like John Curtley buys the stotties for his full English. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, it's an add-on. Yeah, you like batter or not, Rory? You're a batter man. Or?
Not really bothered,
Nah,
to
you're
be
not.
honest.
Nah.
Scraps.
Scraps.
Nah. If it's on me fish and
Right,
chips,
okay.
if it's on me fish and chips, yes,
Right,
but
okay.
I wouldn't be getting batter on me chips like.
Not extra. Some people get an extra bag.
My ma just eats that for a fishy.
Yeah.
Just that and a couple of chips.
Does
more
she?
more scraps and batter
Yeah.
than chips.
You know
Yeah.
what is nice? Batter just with mushy peas. A little crisper. The texture.
That's actually a dinner.
Yeah.
That and gravy.
Yeah.
That'll be all right. That. Yeah. It's in Barger. You went to Barger, right? And they threw the batter in a box on the floor in a cardboard box. So these lads just tucked straight into this cardboard box full of batter, and they were like, "Yeah, it's all right, that." Right, so
They were horrified. They were like,
they were hot on it. It's like a throwaway item. They were like, "What are you digging?" So like, you, Richie, and Dom are like, "Just that's nice. That I love that. That's what's it doing on the floor in a box, cardboard box. Throwaway item. It's no good." Is it? So, let's go off another question there, boys, and then we'll do the Gregs.
Well, you got Savaloy on here.
Savaloy dip.
Savaloy dips.
So you're Savaloy
Dixon
dip.
Savaloy
Savaloy
dips.
leaning heavily here on your heaviness.
Yeah, well, obviously,
get the right answer.
Like growing up,
Just picking like your brain items.
my dad used to be Savaloy dips. He had a song as well.
yeah.
I'm not going to sing it, but
Savaloy dip song.
like Savaloy dips with chips.
I think you should sing it, like.
You've got to, mate. You've got to
I
sing
think
it.
you
You've
should
just almost sang it.
Yeah.
So we've got to hear the
Savaloy
song.
Savaloy dips are bloomin' lovely. Savaloy dips and chips or something like that. I just remember growing up.
Yeah.
And I remember my dad used to always get them. And then when I got older, I tried when I was like, this is lethal this.
Yeah.
With everything in, stuffing in there.
Peas pudding.
Full on
Yeah.
peas pudding, stuffing, Savaloy, and then the dip.
Yeah.
I was always a pork dip, but we mentioned savoury dip. Can you remember a savoury dip?
Okay.
When it was everything. All the
Leftovers.
scraps,
Everything,
bacon, sausage ends,
scraps.
meat scraps in when you didn't know what you're going to
Yeah,
get.
yeah.
So each mouthful was a proper surprise, you know. But that was
Dixon's
lovely.
pick and mix.
Yeah.
Dixon's pick and mix. But delightful.
Savaloy's
yeah.
my dad's favourite, and I like it.
Savaloy.
I love them and all, but my
Yeah.
dad obsessed with them. Like,
Yeah.
absolutely loves them.
It's definitely an era thing, isn't it?
It is an
100%,
era thing.
yeah.
'Cause when you were
Must be,
kids, genuinely. I mean,
Yeah.
they used to call them Jarrett dummies because you go into Dixon's when you were a kid. And for me, it was the early 80s.
Peel the skin.
And they peel the skin off, and as kids,
Yeah,
was
yeah, you just
the
eat
wrap
them,
round
yeah,
it.
yeah.
My father
Everybody in a
did.
buggy like that.
Yeah.
Let's have a look at that.
Yeah, yeah, right.
Right.
It was like red, wasn't it?
Yeah.
My dad eats the skin, like.
I do as well.
I just see
I do.
like, that's
Strands it.
crack in it. Sometimes it's nice.
Yeah.
When you get a sausage
Open a
and it's
fine
got a
wine.
proper crack. Take a fine wine. Like Cumberland crack.
Fine
isn't it,
wine.
mate, when you got that
Northeast
sausage.
wine.
North.
Savaloy dip.
Yeah.
So you can hear it from 2 miles away. Someone cracking us. Savaloy. Yeah. What about yourself, Rory? You kind of Savaloy guy or not?
To be honest, I think I only ever had my first Savaloy last year when Tom brought us one.
Oh, really?
Aye.
What do you think of it though? Since you're new to corned beef, new to Savaloy?
I felt, do you know what? I understood its place,
Mm-hmm.
like in the region and stuff, but I wasn't blown away. Like,
Aye. So you respected the game,
I
but you weren't,
respected
yeah,
it,
In
but
my
not
def-
for you.
In my defence, I bought it for you, and it was travelled as well. It wasn't fresh from the shop, so like, I think
Yeah.
Oh, it's
you
gotta
need
be
to,
fresh, right?
you need to get a fresh one.
Yeah.
so
Wasn't a
So-
true representation.
It'd
So,
been there
yeah.
for a good hour or something like that. So.
Just straight out your pocket.
Just like,
Well, exactly.
bought it the day before.
I brought this in, so have a try. So,
Pocket
yeah.
mates, man. That's what it is. Pocket mates.
so
Left in his car.
Aye.
not
So,
not really.
take it or leave it. Yeah.
Take it or
So it's
leave
not
it.
something we're going to reinvent the
No.
pie now, no.
Well, we
Savaloy
did
pie.
because obviously we got that mac and cookbook,
Cookbook.
Coke,
and that's
Yeah,
in
croissant.
there because you know,
Cookbook,
like
yeah.
we're obviously trying to put recipes that are nostalgic to everyone around here as well.
Mhm.
And we have looked at the Savaloy dip. I think it's a tough one to do. Like,
I think there's ways to. I mean, Michael Dixon will kill us for saying this, but I have said it before. There is ways to elevate the Savaloy dip. I think, like,
Yeah.
there's
Well, that's
just
the
bits
thing.
that I think all the elements could be a little bit
Mhm.
punchier in terms of flavour. I don't want to say much more because I might piss people off.
Or like
'Cause
Michael
I've got
Dixon.
my thoughts. I've got my thoughts, Michael. I can't help it.
I'm allowed to have them. do you know what I mean? Right, I'll
Wake up in the
take
middle of the night.
Yeah,
Right,
go
back
for
off
it.
you. All right,
Go
and
for it.
boys, right, we'll go down the line. What's your Greg's order?
I'm pretty simple, to be fair. I'm a steak bake sausage roll man. That's
Steak
it.
bake,
That's
that's
me
as
box
both on the
standard
same
order.
day?
Aye,
Same
one order?
day, same order.
Aye,
That's
yeah.
it.
But the sausage roll, you have them beforehand, or you have them steak baked before?
I think I have it after. I think I
Do
also.
you?
I think I
You
was
treat it like a timer
Well, I
so
think
that you
when
know
I-
that the steak bake's chilled a
Well,
little
it
bit.
depends on where you're eating it. If you're eating it there and then, I get
Yeah.
it. But if you you're taking it somewhere else, that sausage roll ain't lasting to the car. Do you know what I mean?
Exactly. Well, I think obviously because I got back from Japan about 2 weeks ago, and we got back to Newcastle. It must have been about 11 or something like that. And I said to my mate, I was like, right, I'm hungry here. We're going to Greg's.
Turn left
And he's like,
immediately.
I know exactly. So we literally left straight away. And I think I had the sausage roll first, only because I tried the steak bake and it's too bloody hot. So I took a bite
right,
of that
okay.
and I was like, this
Yeah.
is too hot. So it was a sausage roll.
Aye. Okay.
That's what I mean.
And I
They should
hear
put like a
that's-
timer
that's-
on the
There's
sausage
no
roll.
happy medium, I think, with a
No,
steak
there isn't,
bake.
no.
Like, it's either scad or freezing
Yeah.
cold.
Yeah. That's always a problem with the pasta, isn't it? So,
But-
how about yourself?
They don't do mine anymore. It used to be a prawn baguette.
Prawn baguette.
They used to do a prawn baguette.
You had it there, though.
They used to do a prawn mayonnaise
But you didn't
baguette, and it was
expect it.
phenomenal.
Baguette.
But
So, Greg's,
Now-
if you're watching,
Greg's, if you're watching, it's sorted out, all right.
on the
I
menu.
mean, they got rid of the bacon and egg.
I think there's like all the south of England. They're going. Greg's did a prawn baguette.
They did, and it was lethal. But other than that, it's a sausage roll and a steak bake. Right?
Well, festive.
Did you hear what those chaps
Festive,
just
I
said?
tried a festive bake the other day. And
Yeah.
it was alright, but it wasn't too. It wasn't
Yeah.
the best. Like, to be fair, I'll if I'm hungover, I'll have loads. I'll have sausage and bean milk, chicken milk, a lot.
Aye. So anything goes.
So anything
aye.
really.
Out of the menu, really. Like.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's good hangover food, isn't it?
It is like.
Just absorbs. What about yourself, Rory?
it's the bacon and sausage sarnie breakfast deal for me. Like, if I'm on the hop, do you know what I mean? And I need something quick, it's definitely that with the coffee. You can't beat it.
Steady,
really.
innit?
It's just like,
Good shout.
you know, you're going to get a nice roll, steady away sausage and bacon and a coffee, and you're sorted. And I do like a festive bake. I have had one this year already.
I've never had a festive bake. Like.
You've never had a festive bake?
So that's we're going to have to do, well, soon we're going to have to do a
Christmas pie.
Christmas pie. So
Competition's on, Greg's. These lads are going to do it.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Have you just set up a competition?
I'm going to reel them in.
Bake off.
Bake off.
In the water.
Greg's and proper bake off.
Might be a day more volume than us.
two
just a
tribes
bit.
go to war.
A proper Greg's Christmas. How are you, man?
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
There you
One,
go.
innit?
That's a good
Yeah,
idea.
Brandis, right?
Yeah.
You're not stealing that.
Well, lads, that's it.
Well,
Right, thank you very much.
Sammy,
We'll let you crack on.
enjoyed that.
Get to work.
Try and get off this sofa now.
I
That's still rolling.
You can go and turn that gravy off now. You can spot on, boys.
Right,
You're up.
excellent.
Cheers,
Thank you.
thank you.